last time where the cash. You play it for you gon' run it back. Don't make promises, but I promise that. Don't promise me, cause I ain't into that. Fell in love with that and got hurt from that. Now it's all over and the curtains back. Can't see you not noticing that. I'm letting it go, it ain't holding me back. Yeah, I'm on dice, but ain't come for the crack. Drinking with uncle, we only do jack. How I'm alive, I thank God for that. Praying about it, things getting better. Open it up with my name on the letter. Why you crazy about it? Saying whatever, you shy to be you. You know you gotta be you. Sometimes I need privacy too. Yeah, you know I ride. You know I ride. And you know you ride for me too. Yeah, you know I. Look, you like getting that hit for real. When it's me and Murray, just us, we chill. I'm in a rush to get off to get you. Never ever had to floss to get you. Pay the dues that it cost to kiss you. Rug burns on the carpet with you.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, how is everyone out there? Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Tey The Busy Bee. And shouts out to Mark. He is actually at home resting up. As I told you all last week, that there was going to be a chance that he wasn't going to make this show as well. Just keep him in his prayers. He's healing up quite well. He'll be back very, very soon. And our guests are actually on their way. So I'm just going to go and get into a little bit of something that I want to talk about today before our guest gets here. Because, you know, I have to do this because it's Skylyne radio show. So, I decided that this year was going to be like the year for me. So it's kind of different, you know. I learned a lot this year for myself, and I have to drop y'all some gems, you know. First thing first, I always want to tell y'all this is just my piece of advice. You can listen. You don't have to listen. It's cool. At one point in time in your life, you got to take time to yourself. It's called self-care. But you got to embrace your self-care. You got to do more than just work out and I'm going to go here, I'm going to go there, like taking yourself out. You actually have to meditate, you know, when maybe go get a psychologist, you know, find different things that you do, find different hobbies that you like that actually brings peace to what you have going on. Do that for yourself. Make sure you always do that for yourself because self-care is the best care. And when you get to the point where you actually see yourself growing and you feel yourself growing and different things are happening, you'll be more proud of yourself then than you were beforehand because you actually see the changes of what you have going on in your life. And I say that because I've come so far, like just so much different things that has happened to me within the last year. And I really just realized like God really broke down everything I had just to rebuild me up like a different way. Sometimes you have to sit down and you got to pray and you got to think about yourself. You know, that's what that's what is a part of life. Sometimes you got to go get your nails done and go get your hair done because, you know, that's a part of life as well. I really just wanted to share that with you all before we actually really get started. I'm hoping when I come back, I will have my guests with me. And we are about to go on break for the first segment. And I see you all when we get back on BeExposedRadio.com.
Like the one thing you always gotta remember is people gonna try to project their insecurities onto you. But you can't listen to what them niggas saying. You gotta get out here and do your shit regardless. You gonna do what you love for the rest of your life anyway. So why not turn that shit into something? Be a man of everything you say. This shit bigger than me, man. Like yeah, I'm good and all that, but you know what I mean? I ain't shit without y'all. So no matter what you up to, you gotta go hard. Don't let it. Can you imagine how I really having nothing is? Stomach growling, you ain't got no food in the fridge. Surviving on a jail diet of water and bread.
No father figure, that's cause my father dead. Mom's bringing different niggas in and out the crib. No money, so you seen it's less than all your friends. But it a joke because your mother was a crackhead. Older sister hoeing off, giving all her homies head. I could wait for your response, but they let her hear me talk, so I just wait for the applause. I always knew that I was great, I got them haters so appalled. I'ma make it out the darkness, and my word is my bond. Delivering these bars while I'm gripping on my balls. Jealous niggas hate to see you succeed, so fuck them all. I'm the master of my destiny, nigga, you not in charge. You either on your grind or in the way, so get lost. Be a man of everything you say you stand for. Lead your people by example, being hands-on. If you're back against the wall, then get your mask on. Fix your vision on the future like it's fast forward. The world is yours in due time, ain't gotta ask for it. I'm from the school of hard knocks, I took a crash course. Shit be stressful, my nigga, that's why I'm getting high. But that's life, and it's the code that I live by. And you know how it is, where we at, nigga. They say money can't buy happiness, but I be happy as a bitch when I can have dinner. Learn from your losses or you end up like the last nigga. I fall off, I bounce back, I really come from the dirt. But if you wanna make it happen, gotta put in the work. The word will kick you when you down, and I know this shit hurt. And it's crazy cause your family is shit on you first. My sister stabbed me in my chest, I had a hole in my shirt. I never said a prayer for her on my way to the hearse. I died twice that night, man, I'm just happy to be here. And shit like that is the reason I never be scared. Was dripping through the smoke in the field, I couldn't see clear. It's deeper than the rap, I'm where the bottom of the sea is. Was trying to make it happen till I happen to ball. It's all mind over matter, the fuck the matter with y'all, huh? Be a man of everything you say you stand for. Lead your people by example, being hands-on. If you're back against the wall, then get your mask on. Fix your vision on the future like it's fast forward. The world is yours in due time, ain't gotta ask for it. I'm from the school of hard knocks, I took a crash course. Shit be stressful, my nigga, that's why I'm getting high. But that's life, and it's the code that I live by.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
There's a rumor going around that Tyler Perry and Oprah are beefing. Child, let me tell you about this. Tyler, okay, told Oprah, bitch, if you don't have my money, we're going to have a problem. Ooh. Oprah said, what is the problem? Ooh. You said if I don't have your money, there was going to be a problem. So Oprah is standing her ground like, bitch, I'm in charge. Yeah, you know, you may have a $250 million studio over there that you film all your shows and movies and stuff on, but I have the empire. That's what Oprah said.
Oh, these are her exact words. Allegedly.
I made this up.
Allegedly.
I made it all up. But there was a rumor that they were beefing. But Tyler confirms that they don't have any issues. So it says it was recently reported on the rumors that was swirling that the twosome were on the outs over constructive criticism of a Perry show. Well, I got some constructive criticism, and we can be on the outs, Tyler, and I don't give a damn, because I'm going to make a promo out of this anyway and share it to your page. I need the scenes on Have and Have-Nots to be like 5% shorter, each one. I want you to watch an episode of The Young and the Restless, because this is supposed to be a soap opera. No one's dialogue on The Young and the Restless is like this. You don't have to talk about the random plant in the corner for 25 minutes on one damn scene.
They talk about random plants.
It was a blood stain on the floor for 5 episodes. I can't take it. We need to kick this up. I'm sorry. I love the Have and the Have-Nots, and I continue to watch it in its 5th season, but I get so mad when I can go get myself a glass of water and come back, and he had just started the next sentence in his first paragraph. I can't stand it.
They just want to get the point across.
It's not but you don't get the point for 4 episodes. It's too much. So, now according to ET Online reports, Tyler Perry has a pre-cut and dried response to a pretty cut and dry response to the rumors about him and Oprah. Here's what he says. It's completely false.
What was that? That was your Tyler Perry impression? Oh, God. What?
That was my Medea voice.
Oh, gotcha.
Nothing is accurate in this article except for mine and Oprah's names. That's what he said. I mean, you see what I mean? You gotta stick around. I mean, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. I mean, they pay us to do this. So we go off every week right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Fall into this unknown to find who we really are. Crash into something new and take a break from our broken heart. With the hip, tell me you lie. I think we should go for another round. Baby, try not to say too much. Let your love come down. If you wanna rule, it's a rules you gotta live by. Live by. Stay true to your cool, make a move. Don't wait on nobody else. And if it feels like a melody, sing a song, be my radio. And if you follow me there, I'll follow you back. Let the night unfold. I can tell that she can't get enough. Show enough, she couldn't get the feels up from me. I know she couldn't get the feels up from me. Touching hands till we dance in the dark. Show enough, she couldn't get the feels up from me. We do whatever you like. Get the feels up from me. I know she couldn't get the feels up from me. So let's slide, you and me alone, to find who we really are. Crash into something new. I got that late bringing up the car. Told me you kiss, told me you lie. I think we should go for another round. Baby, I wanna take you, but we gotta cruise so we can lose the crowd. If you wanna rule, there's some rules you gotta live by. Live by. Stay true to your cool, make a move. Don't wait on nobody else. And if it feels like a melody, sing a song, be my radio. And if you follow me there, I'll follow you back. Let the night unfold. I can tell that she can't get enough. Show enough, she couldn't get the feels up from me. I know she couldn't get the feels up from me. Touching hands till we dance in the dark. Show enough, she couldn't get the feels up from me. We do whatever you like. Get the feels up from me. I know she couldn't get the feels up from me. Sing a song, you can be my radio. If you follow me there, I'll follow you back. Let the night unfold. I can tell that you can't get enough. Show enough, show enough. Feels so good to keep your hands up from me. Feels so good to shoot it, do it. Feels so good. Oh yeah. Dance till we dance in the dark. Show enough, she couldn't get the feels up from me. We do whatever you like. Feels up from me. I know she couldn't get the feels up from me.
Join the club that gives you stuff. Hey, thanks! Radio Loyalty. Here's how it works. Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then, you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right? Radio Loyalty. Click that banner to join now.
You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. So deeply wounded, but don't say a thing. Too afraid of what the people may say or think. So you just sit there and you suffer in silence. Your pride won't let you just uncover your secret. Don't wanna look weak in your image, it ain't worth losing. So you just act as if it's nothing happening. God sees you, and God hears you. Yes, God loves you. You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. Suicidal, depressed, but you won't say a thing. Too afraid of what the people may say or think. You feel alone even though the people surround you. Popping pills every night even though you know they can't solve it. The emotional pain, it just seems way too heavy. Your mind is racing, wanna scream, somebody help me. God sees you, and God hears you. Yes, God loves you. These type of people sit right under our noses. We don't find out till we're on IG scrolling. We post a few memes, but then it keeps on happening. Something's gotta change, we gotta start talking and telling the truth without the fear of judgment. Gotta come together and really start loving and heal these people cause they slowly dying. Help them believe that their life is worth living. God sees you.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to today's graduation ceremony. Students, when you hear the reason or reasons for your absences throughout the years, please exit the auditorium without your high school diploma. Once you've exited, remove your cap and gown and proceed into the unknown. Too tired. Family trip. Part-time job. Helping around the house. Sick day. Starting the holidays early. Just because.
Starting in the 6th grade, students who miss 18 days or more of school in a year for any reason will fall behind and risk not graduating high school. How many days of school has your child missed this year? Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
I'm sorry, guys. I know that break was just a little bit long, but we had some more technical difficulties that we needed to work out before we came back on, and here we are. So, how's my week been? My week has been really good. It's only Wednesday. I wish I had more time. Like, I need more than 24 hours in a day. I need like 28 hours in a day. I think that will be like perfect. I don't know how that would work with my sleep schedule or like where those hours would fit. But like if y'all really think about it, if you had 4 extra hours, what would you do with your day? Like for real. Like what would you do with your day? I also saw something that was very eye-opening and very weird that it wasn't actually being stated or anything or getting any news reports from Sudan. So having a human rights crisis that has turned deadly. Their military commander, al-Bashir, sorry guys, they've been protesting against them for their human rights. A lot of them have been like, there's been like killings right in front of kids, right in front of people. It's been really deadly over in Sudan. So what has happened is there is 118 people that have died, more than 70 rape cases, more than 61 deaths, over 784 people have been wounded. Right. And it's like, that's a lot of people who have been just going in and out, getting hurt, being wounded, just dying, being raped. Like, they don't have any human rights. These people are really going crazy and really using that against them, and that's so painful. And you have to sit there and live through this. Like, it's getting really, really bad. And, like, it's really getting bad. And it's not really good that it's getting bad, because a lot of different things are happening. Like, of course, we have our stuff that's going on here, but sometimes we have to fully, like, maybe indulge into, like, the next country and see what's going on over there as well. Like the Dominican Republic, keep having people that's popping up dying. Now you got Trump taking away all access to Cuba. Like, they're having a whole fight. Like, and that's crazy. And we're being used as pawns. As humans, we're being used as pawns. And it's really crazy that we're sitting here and we're going through this. Like, this was so unexpected. I know 10 years ago, we did not expect the world to be like this right now. Like, in all honesty. Like, but one thing that one of our old hosts, co-hosts said, our guest, you may say, one thing that he said was that Trump's presidency showed everyone to start getting their own, like getting their own business, doing their own, like separating their money from working in corporate and doing all of that. And I actually have been thinking about that and pondering about that lately, and that's actually true. You know, for a while, like every time when all the riots were happening, when all the deaths were happening from the police brutality, like all of that, everyone always talked about it, but we always said, what can you do to make a difference? And that's when everyone stopped talking about it and started doing. And you see so many, our generation alone, there has been so many people who have put aside whatever they have going on to create a nonprofit organization, to put forth a campaign for something, for like we're doing. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, all right, cool. Like, there's different things that's going on, and they're putting it together, and they're pushing it together, and we're pulling together. Don't get us wrong. It might have been a little shaky, but we're really pulling together. We're really out here getting your own, like, if it's now or never. Go out here and get your own, make as much money as you can off of it, do what you can, because you never know what's going to happen next. This world is crazy. There was a helicopter that crashed in New York yesterday. Like, how? In the sky. How? And we are about to go on break, and we will see you all soon, because I have a surprise for you. Catch us live on BeExposedRadio.com.
Long live Pop. Y'all can go ahead and cry now. I'ma show these niggas what to do with one of your beats, man. I am Gas, by the way.
Strong woman story should have been on CNN. Nobody knows what it's like being Gwen. Windows closed in the house, it ain't no CNN. Can't gain weight for years, she been being thin. Single mother, no help from the system. When they was giving out food stamps, she missed them. Birth certificate, baby daddy, she couldn't list them. But her son was so beautiful when she kissed him. Blame it on love, but nigga she could've died with. Destroyed the whole world, I found out she was a side chick. The nigga loved his wife, and it got hard to hide it. So when Gwen confronted him, he ain't even denied it. Her fault, depends on who you asking. She tried to be a stripper, but the tip out was taxing. Buying all the purses, trying to keep up with the fashion. And her mama hated babysitting with a passion. She deserved better circumstances. A black queen, she should've been blessed with certain chances. Look down upon, getting all of hurting glances. Making men change up all the twerking stances. She never cried about the pain, only gritted her teeth. But most soldiers never get a flower or a wreath. She like G.I. Jane in the war with no relief. I don't recognize why killers was going through her beef. She said more prayers than the nun did. After seeing so much struggles with only one kid, the clinic said baby number 2 couldn't be undid. 9 months later, delivery and it's one big. But this time it was an older dude. But this shit happened so fast, she barely know the dude. Damn, but we all make mistakes though. And the older we get, that's how mistakes go. So he claimed the baby, now with no money. He said shit was hard and his dollars was kinda funny. Real was feeling like that was strike 2. So when it rains and pours, that's just how life do. She was thinking about her childhood and how life flew. A daddy she always loved, but she never quite knew. This was before the bags and the cellulite boo. Other bitches in her shoe, no telling what they might do. You lose a lot of friends, they start to despite you. Passing judgment when they don't got the right to. And even though I love the gangsters, the same for the gangsters. I remember you no matter how big the fame gets. Paint a perfect picture, baby you can frame this. As long as I'm snapping, you will never be nameless. While I was robbing, you did things that was shameless. Both products of our environment, we was blameless. They deserve better, those women who raised men. Who went out of town with us in that day's end. The ones we leave on the streets when them days in. Got slammed right with us when the feds blaze in. Not only men is going through it on the wild turf, but the women too. Add that to the childbirth. Kids raising kids, not knowing what a child worth. How you walk in they shoes when every mile hurt. Turn down the nigga, now you can't get respect from him. Think you should fuck just cause you got a check from him. It's bad, ask him where is his pad. Them broke niggas always bitter and it's sad. So what they done to you, they done to me, they done to us. So when I speak of real niggas, just know you one of us. Yes.
Only in the forest can you see this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. And you might just see this. Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Shiny things, I can't allow this blasphemy. It's blasphemy. Why would you treat yourself like that? We didn't come this far just to fall right back. Don't lose yourself, stay on track.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Tey The Busy Bee, and I have my 2 very special guests with me finally. You know, they showed up. They wasn't going to leave me hanging. But they are here. I would like to give them a chance to tell you who they are. Who wants to go first?
My name is Gandhi Ali. I'm an artist out here, Hyattsville, Maryland. Came from Sierra Leone. And
my name G. They call me Fat Cat. I manage. Gandhi Ali.
Bill Belichick, like. Yeah. My bad.
You're fine. Yes. I've actually known about them for about a year now. And I've been following their movement. So I kind of felt like they needed to be exposed to, the audience and everyone else in the world. Because we are on BeExposedRadio.com. So first, I would like to talk about these matching sweatshirts y'all got on. I'm not even gonna lie to you. First of all, they are definitely super duper fly.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. And would you all like to speak on Mind Control Empire?
I don't know if I can do that.
Well, Mind Control Empire, you know what I'm saying, is a label me and Gandhi Ali started back in 2015, I'll say. You know what I'm saying? They got a meaning behind it, you feel me?
You gonna tell them the meaning?
I mean, basically, it's pretty long and extensive, you feel me? So,
make it short.
you feel me? But basically, we can achieve anything we want for real. We hybrids, you know what I'm saying? So that's what the label's gonna represent and display throughout our success, you feel me? So that's why we came together and put some goals together, and now we striving for them.
That's cool. Give me a second. My phone was closed. Whew. How long have you been in the industry?
Oh, I've been in this for a little minute. Honestly, officially, I would say I started, in 2015 with G, but before that, I was always recording. I was always doing things. I've been on the poetic scene for a long time, so this really wasn't nothing new to me.
So you did like open mic?
I did open mic. Well, I ran shows, baby. What you talking about, baby?
Oh, you ran shows?
Don't try to flex on me.
Look, I don't know. I'm asking. You're being exposed, so you gotta, tell all. Don't tell everything, but you gotta tell all.
Don't know. I gotta keep some mystery to me, but I will. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of things. I've been at Busboys and Pros doing my thing a long time. Doing a lot of these poetic jams. It's my name should be out there.
This is cool. So y'all know he does poetry too.
And I'm vicious, like.
And he's vicious. You're gonna keep talking because you're gonna end up spinning some lines for him.
Oh, what? Don't give me no chance.
This your interview. It's your floor.
Do it.
Don't give me that chance.
This your interview. This your floor. You say you do poetry. Poetry and rap is kind of the same. It's just behind a beat. But poetry is kind of different depending on your delivery.
Poetry is like something like you grasp. It's gonna grab you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I used to write poetry. I wrote poetry a lot, especially in like high school and in the college.
Yeah.
And I did some poetry slams, but I didn't feel like my poetry was like that good. But every time I put it out there, everyone liked it.
That's how it goes. It's not even up to us. It's up to them.
Right.
You feel me?
And then like I stopped doing poetry and started doing like, not like blogs, but like, what's the word? Monologues. I ended up doing monologues.
I don't even understand that concept yet. Yeah, I don't know what a monologue is.
A monologue is it's like you're talking to somebody, but there's nobody else there. It's only you. You're the only person having the conversation.
Sometimes you're talking to yourself, right? Gee.
No.
What that sound like? That sound like talking to
No, you're writing it. We're going to talk about it later.
All
right. What about you, G? I know you had been doing this before 2015 when you decided to become a producer.
Nah, actually I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I just knew what I wanted to do. You feel me? And I had talent around me. So I'm basically the one that tried to put everything together. You feel me? So, basically, long story short, it started off with a couple of us, you know what I'm saying, had different things going on. I had a producer, cameraman, artist, manager, you feel me? We here now, it's just us two. So,
it's only the real survive.
Yeah, only the real survive, you feel me? But, yeah, I just wanted to put some talent together so we can all make millions. So, that's how Mind Control came about, and that's how me and Gandhi got together.
True. I'm gonna get one of those sweatshirts or a t-shirt.
Yeah,
I feel like I should. I feel like I should have
I got you.
All right. Just as long as you understand. I appreciate it. So who would you consider would be a role model?
My role model?
Yes.
With like within life or within this industry?
Within life, within industry, within.
Oh yeah, my role model is my father. You know what I'm saying? My father.
Yes. Happy Father's Day, by the way.
Oh yeah, happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to me, like it. But oh, sorry.
It's okay.
My father is definitely my role model. My father definitely provided for my family. He went through his struggle. He did everything he had to do. Came to this country, provided for everybody, made it to so. We all made it. All of his kids. You know, we graduated from school. We did whatever, you know what I'm saying? People, quote, think it's successful. So that'll be my role model.
Okay. And that's who encourages you in the music industry as well?
My father, he don't like the music, you know. My father wants me to do, like, I went to school, you know what I'm saying? I got a degree in sociology and I got an MBA. And he wants me to follow that. And I'm like, man, I'm good.
I'm just saying you gotta take your own path. I get it. Trust me.
You did. But he loves me, so that's all that matters. Shout out to Pops, baby.
And who would be your role model or mentor?
My mentor?
Mentor, role model. How you get here? You had to have someone you was talking to that led your way.
Yeah, that's facts. I mean, if that's the case, you know, so I'm gonna have to say my uncle for real, but I got a couple of mentors and OGs I talk to for real. But my uncle, you know what I'm saying, he a hustler, but on another scale though, like on the books and corporate level, you feel me? Like, although he a teacher, he been a teacher for 22 years, he done other things on the side, and I seen him change lives for real, you feel me? So that's something I'm trying to do, but with the music. You feel me? So I talk to him about a lot of things, and I just get that hustler mindset from him. You feel me? So that's what I take from my uncle for real. Shout out to Tio. That's why I call him Tio.
Y'all are funny. So, since you are, never mind, I won't ask that question.
Oh no, now you gotta ask
now I gotta ask.
It's like,
what was that about? Man?
Yeah, right, what was that?
So the question was, how many different projects do you work on at once?
I thought she was about to say how many different. Alright, but listen, projects. Honestly, I got like 50,000 songs that are still unfinished, only because I do a song today, go in tomorrow, and these people like something that's better, and I just go with that. You know what I'm saying? So, but as far as like actual projects, as in like mixtapes and stuff like that, I probably got like 2-3 going on at the same time. Things that we plan out though, it takes planning, execution.
How long does it usually take you to execute them in the whole mixtape?
The whole mixtape, I could do a mixtape in a day, man.
Easy. Easy. You can make up a mixtape in a day.
So let me ask another question. How long does it take for you to execute it and put it out? Like,
putting it out
because you just said it takes time.
Nah, putting it out is what takes time, because it's a process of how you're supposed to do it and all that logistics and stuff like that. I'm not with that. I just like to make my music. I just want it to be heard. So I let my manager, I let Fat Cat do all that extra. You feel me?
I I can't take
Hey,
this.
don't be doing that.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I let him do all that, but he's
You know it's live.
you know what I'm saying? He's excellent with it. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, he's excellent with it.
It depends on where we trying to take it, though. You feel me?
Yeah, I just...
Like, if we trying to put it on a streaming platform, that might take about a week, but other stuff take about a day. Like Spinrilla, YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Do y'all make money off of those? Not to say it like that. Yeah. So is it beneficial? Because I've known people who do it. I know people who don't do it. So like,
people, what you mean, who don't do it for money?
Who don't put, like, they always, some people really, they come up with like reasons not to put their music out. And, like,
That's wild.
putting it out there, like, I know it's beneficial.
I feel like it's self-conscious. They're self-conscious. Like, people, if you, come on, man. I'm sorry. Come on. If I'm making something, I put my craft into it, right? And I know I like it. I've never been shy, but I know some people are shy. But if I did something, I want somebody to see it. Like, if I drew something and I like it, I'm going to show it to somebody. You know what I'm saying? If I spit something, I want somebody to hear it. If you don't want people to hear it, then you are not confident in what you did. You know what I'm saying? And that's just something that you got to hold that to yourself. But me, come on, dog. Yeah, me.
You got all the confidence.
Nah, I will write something and call G out and like on his answer machine. He don't even answer, and then I spit on his answer machine, and then wait for him to call me back. Like, yeah, I like that. Yeah, but that's just how we are. Not everybody work like that.
That's how it works.
We called him the lyrical machine at one point, because there's times where like the producer be like, "Nah, I'll write something else."
Right.
I'm talking about on the spot.
Really?
Yeah, after I just done wrote the whole song, he like, nah, I ain't like it.
And he'll make something.
And I guys like, we in there for a certain amount of time, right?
Yeah, gotta do what they want. Gotta get that money, or gotta get what it's worth.
Yeah, bro, gotta get for real.
Yes. Is there any social medias that you would like to drop so that the world can follow you, if you would like?
Listen, social media is the devil. Alright? Stay off social media, dog.
He said no.
Come to the shows.
Okay, so when's your next show? When's your next
show.
event? Let's talk about what's next for you guys within like the next month.
Tomorrow we at Dynamics Lounge. It's on 8th Street. It's a great venue, great place, Washington, D.C. You would love to have a time there. Drinks on me if you get it before 10:30.
8th Street.
You know what I'm saying? But that's only because I love y'all. All right.
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness. Y'all are hilarious, man. I really appreciate you guys. Y'all are hilarious.
So we gotta ask you some questions then.
You gotta ask me some questions?
Yeah.
We will, definitely. I will let you all ask me a couple questions, right? But what we're gonna
that's all the questions.
is go on break.
Oh, wow.
Because it is time for a break. Oh, I'm a little early. Is it safe? Okay, so we are going to go on break, guys. Let me see you all at the top of the hour. Or before then. Let's see y'all in a little bit. First of all.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
You're now listening to BeExposedRadio.com. Check out this fire flashback.
We need to relearn what it is to be these bosses and how we conduct ourselves as business-minded individuals and just people in general. Yeah. I let my gut, and if I call it gut or God or whatever, I'm led by that energy. I know where it comes from. I know where it's, taking me, and you have to figure out what is important to you, and don't play this game. It's a game that we've learned to play, this chess game, and life is not a chess game. Life is real, bones, flesh, blood, decisions.
Make sure you check out the Artist Exchange Show every Monday and Friday at 2 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
First they love you, then desert you. Leave with a plate full with no spoon. It ain't no space, I can't escape negativity. I got used to the taste, I've been bad, burned, then fucked over. But remain strong through the past over. Kicking haters out of the way like mast over. Roll up, sip something, let it pass over. Who would I be? It ain't the man to me that let the next man take advantage of me. When that storm come, don't pan I see. Get with it, not without it, then you'll see. I beat the haters, they know I'm greater. That's why they buzzing for the elevator. But I can't save you, it'll be too loud on the pedal stool. Don't carry fakers, always got your hand out demanding favors. When I just looked out, now you need more paper. I can't breathe, give me 3 feet. I never let y'all be the death of me. When my patience run thin, yeah, nigga OT. Cause they wanna see me down like I'm NCT. 6 words, get the fuck away from me. See, I help you out if you can help yourself. I keep it G till I DIE. Now excuse me while I get back to PC. HOP ain't losing sleep. While your third eye always on me. I'm steady.
Like the one thing you always gotta remember is people gonna try to project their insecurities onto you. But you can't listen to what them niggas saying. You gotta get out here and do your shit regardless. You gonna do what you love for the rest of your life anyway. So why not turn that shit into something? Being a man of everything you say. This shit bigger than me, man. Like yeah, I'm good and all that, but you know what I mean? I ain't shit without y'all. What you up against, go hard, don't matter. Can you imagine how I really having nothing is? Stomach growling, you ain't got no food in the fridge. Surviving on a jail diet of water and bread. No father figure, it's cause my father dead. Mom's bringing different niggas in and out the crib. No money, so you seen it's less than all your friends. But it a joke because your mother was a crackhead. Older sister hoeing off, giving all her homies head. I could wait for your response, but they love to hear me talk, so I'll just wait for the applause. I always knew that I was great, I got them haters so appalled. I'ma make it out the darkness, and my word is my bond.
Use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bath water to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child?
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Alright guys, and we are back. Yeah, I'm sorry that I had to move to that break quite quick. I wasn't ready to be put on the hot seat. I was so unprepared. I was like, woo, gotta go. Rush, run.
Yeah.
Like, nah. But before we left, we were talking about, dropping medias, and he told me that social media is the devil.
And she definitely didn't drop her social media at all.
I didn't.
You know what I mean?
I didn't, but I drop my social media all the time on the show. So
oh,
it
yeah?
doesn't,
okay.
I have to.
Deflect.
Nobody probably seen this show. This might be a first time, you feel me?
Yeah, so you're going to drop it again.
So
where can they find you?
I'll give you all my social media because they asked me to, okay? So my social media, my Instagram is Tey_The Busy Bee, and you can find my business page at SKYLYNE_foundation_2016. Follow me on Instagram.
Yes.
Yes.
But it's also the devil.
But why is social media the devil?
Social media is the devil because the whole time it's like we watching people trying to act like everything is so happy and good. And the whole time you be trying to like compare to people who we're like faking everything they're doing to make it seem like everything they're doing is happy. It's not like it's a virtual reality, but people don't know how to separate it.
Man, I agree.
High five.
I agree, but honestly, like, I'd be on social media, and it's actually, sometimes it's hard for me to, like, continue to post or to, like, remember to post stuff on social media. The only reason why I'm able to get on Facebook is because I wake up in the morning, pray to God, get on Facebook. It's horrible, but I don't get out my bed right away. Like, like, I stay in my bed for about an hour, and then I get up and, you know, do my work, like move and get ready for work and stuff. But other than that, on Facebook, like, you probably won't see any posts for real, like, after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Unless, like, I just randomly ended up on there and found something funny and reposted it.
Right. Some of these jumps we just do because we at work and we bored.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's another thing.
You think social media is the devil?
Yeah, social media definitely the devil. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of perpetrating for adoration, as Gandhi would say. You feel
Oh my God. That's your hype man?
Huh?
That's your hype man?
Yeah, I'm his hype
Y'all
man.
each other's hype man?
I'm his hype man. I'm his hype man. I'm his follow up. I'm his back up. I'm all that.
You know what I'm saying? It was teamwork, but yeah.
Teamwork make the dream work. They actually are on a mission, and they do have like a whole dream that they are actually putting together, so it worked out. Ha
This
ha.
stuff is serious, baby.
You see how the words play. I asked you how many mixtapes. When are you dropping your next mixtape?
Well, actually, I have a mixtape that's out right now. It's called The Street Squad Only. You can only get it hand-to-hand contact. So if you see me, or if you see somebody out here who got it on the streets, then you should get it from them. You can't get it online, anything like that.
Well, you can shoot at his DM and be like, look, I'm trying to grab one.
I mean, yeah, if you shoot in my DM, I'm gonna have to send it to you.
He didn't give his social media.
Oh, no. So I give you my social media because my social media Bloomington.com. You hear me? So, so we can give it to you, but you gotta be ready for it when you get in. It's still the devil, but I got a social ass. So,
yeah.
But you can find me at GANDHI, the number 3X.
Yes, Gandhi 3 times.
Gandhi.
It sounds like Wakanda.
Great. Wakanda. You know, I actually hated that movie.
Really?
Yo, as soon as I saw it and I heard the accents, I'm actually an African, right? So it was so offending that they had these people with these fake accents. I swear.
So the fake accents made you not want to watch the movie?
Yo, what's his name? Forrest Whitaker, when he said, the ancestors are here. It was.
It was terrible.
He said something like, he said the ancestors are
My
here.
family from Jamaica.
I was like, cut.
Oh, okay. So you felt like the accents were off too?
It was, you could have got actual African people if you wanted to. Like, you didn't have to.
But that's Hollywood, though. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to make
They had to do all that, man. T'Challa, his accent was horrible.
Yeah.
So do you at least think the concept of the movie was good?
Yeah, I would like the whole black, you know what I'm saying, black kingdom, black superhero. I like that thing, right? You know what I'm saying?
It's okay. Don't say that. But it's cool. I heard you. Understood. It's fine. It happens. You're going to get used to it. You're going to not say it again. It's fine. It happens.
Okay.
So, my host that's at home, he's actually watching the show right now. He has a question for you.
All right.
In your photo that we used for the flyer, you had a Make Chicago Great Again with Mayor Harold Washington on it. He wants to know if there's a way that you can get a hand on them because he wants one because he's actually from Chicago.
For real?
Yes.
Hey, all right. Well, tell him. Look, honestly, I got that from my man. My man who came from Chicago. He gave me that joint, but honestly, it was a couple years ago though. It wasn't like something new. You know what I'm saying? And I never had it. I never knew about it. I just found it again, and I put that joint on.
So, Mark, I don't know if you're gonna be able to get it unless you go to Chicago.
Hey, that's what's up though. I don't even know the history behind that shirt. I just knew that I know what Chicago was going through right now. And when I saw the shirt again, I'm like, oh snap, you know what I'm saying? I put that joint on, blah blah. But ask Brad if he could tell me the history behind that.
If he was here, he would definitely tell you the history. Don't be surprised. He said Chicago in the house. Yeah. Don't be surprised if he calls me after we go on break so that he can tell you the history. Good. But one thing that he did tell me was that Mayor Harold Washington was one of the best mayors that Chicago had ever seen. I don't know what all that comes with, but you had on a poppin' shirt with a poppin' mayor.
Hey,
said, thank you.
Shout out.
You were shouting, you were doing it.
That's what's Gucci.
Yes. Do you all have a favorite clothing line that you all like to wear? Are you all just mind controlled out?
Oh yeah, we about to say I like to wear my own stuff, but I like G-Star. That's don't make me seem like cliche. I like G-Star clothes just because the clothes fit nice. I like wearing small clothes.
Cause you little. He like this big.
Whoa! Did you hear that? She ain't even say little. She said little. Go ahead.
We're not gonna talk about this. You only wear mind control?
Yeah, only mind control for real, white tees.
Mind control and white tees. I would crack a joke on him, but we're live.
No, that's on some chill, you know what I'm saying? I'm going out somewhere, I step it up, you feel me? But, you know what I'm saying? Going
to a large tee,
yeah, I'm alright.
To a large tee.
Hey, let's be positive on this, man.
Because his white tees be little. No, why you let me do that? I wasn't supposed to do that.
People be hating because I'm in shape, you feel me? Because I be hitting up the gym for real. I just be chilling.
How often you go to the gym?
Hey, yeah.
He be in the gym every day, yo.
Yeah, does he?
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying, being healthy, not eating red meat.
It is something wrong with
you know what I'm
saying?
So
you don't eat red meat? So you have a special diet?
I mean, it ain't special. I just don't eat red meat for real.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, don't let him wail to you like that. Don't let him do that.
You eat beef?
No, I don't eat no beef.
You eat pork chops?
No.
You eat chicken?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't eat no red meat, though.
That's fine. That's beef and pork chops.
That's all right.
That's why I broke it down. I got you. We almost there.
I eat everything but
you ever been to the website, peoplebelying.com?
I just launched that jump not too long ago. You feel me?
Oh my goodness.
Coming out with the hats. Nah, for real, I don't eat no red meat. Anybody can vouch for that.
You eat red meat? Do you eat red meat?
I actually still eat red meat. However, I do not eat pork chops. And I cannot eat seafood. So if I could eat seafood, I cannot eat seafood because I'm really allergic. I can die if I eat it. Blow up and yeah. So it'd be a bit much. So I don't really try to eat. I don't eat seafood at all. But if I had the chance to get off of completely red meats and everything, I probably would just eat chicken, seafood, and sides and vegetables, rice and vegetables. I'm very much in love with fruit. I eat fruit almost every day.
Can you cook?
Yes, I can cook.
Damn, my man got.
What you mean? I be stuffing it up.
No, because I mean, I was trying to ask you a question.
You know what I'm saying? I would definitely eat red meat, goat meat, anything.
I eat goat and lamb.
Yeah, I definitely crush lamb.
I'm telling you,
it's really good.
If you know how it come off the bone,
curry goat.
Godfrey, yeah.
I can't. Nah, I'll mess with the goat.
You eat goat?
I used to.
Oh, okay. I just can't eat seafood, man. But if I can eat seafood, y'all, the worst thing is I've ate seafood for 17 years of my life.
And then it just came up.
And then I think I just had an overload of seafood that summer because I lie to you not. I promise you, I feel like we was eating seafood almost every day.
And then you got another allergy after
And then, yes.
Yeah.
Like, I was eating it so much. And then, next thing I know, my throat started itching. And I'm like, Mom, I can't breathe. So she takes me to the hospital.
Oh, no.
And then,
what did you eat, though, that you're allergic to?
crab. But I can't eat no shellfish. Like, it's over.
That sucks.
That's crap.
Yes.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I know, man. Like, what is one food that you would never give up?
Oh, gosh. Rice.
Okay. I meant meat-wise, but...
Oh, meat-wise?
Chicken.
It's so messed up.
It is what it is. She set us up for that one.
Messed up.
Hey, she asked us.
I can't do it. I'm thinking about beef, all that. I just can't do chicken. I can't do it without chicken.
You can't. I can't do without chicken either, man.
Oh,
like,
you know, sometimes you might go somewhere and they don't even have anything, but they got chicken.
Chicken's always the best go-to.
It's so cliche. It's so embarrassing.
It's okay. And it's okay, because it happens. It doesn't have, I mean, there's different ways to cook chicken. Like, you can fry it, you can jerk it, you can marinate it, you can grill it.
What's your signal that someone's chicken ain't good?
Oh, if I flip it, if I try to, like, no, someone's chicken's not good.
Yeah, like if someone else cooked chicken and you eating it, what is your signal that, oh nah, this ain't cooked right?
If it's not, first off, if it's not dark enough, one, because it has to be golden.
Okay.
That'll be my first warning.
Fried chicken?
And
yeah, we talking
fried chicken, grilled chicken, it has to be golden.
Oh,
I have to I have to look at it and it has to be like, oh, all right. Like, okay, this is safe. But if it's like light, then, and I can't see no seasoning, I'm not gonna eat it.
Right.
Like, it has to be seasoned.
What about, all right, I don't know how, everybody likes it, there's different. What about when you peel that, you know what I'm saying, that piece of meat off, right?
It's not real.
What if you peel that piece of meat off and it's red in there?
Oh yeah, that means it's not done. It's not cooked. It needs to go back. That's how you know too. But it's not real.
That's crazy.
This is the truth. This is the truth.
See,
you peel it back and
I thought he was talking about with the carryouts, right?
The carryout spots.
Don't you know where the carryout chicken though be having the wings? Some carryouts be having the wings. They got that little.
They're supersized wings. It's not real wings, man.
They not real. That's what I thought you was gonna say. Talk about that. You know what I'm saying? The carryout culture.
The carryout culture. Yeah. You know, I stopped eating carryout.
For real?
What?
Hey, shout out to you though. But that's only because I don't got mambo sauce on it.
Oh, okay. I stopped eating carryout because I think I was eating it too much. So I stopped. Oh, I was spending a lot of money. I had to save money. I used to go there a lot. Okay. But I will finish that story and whatever I was saying when we get back, because I have to go on break and we have to pay some bills. Thank you all for tuning in at BeExposedRadio.com. See you when we get back.
This is a Poverty ENT exclusive. Next stop, Texaco. Strapped up, you already know. Fuck niggas hate, that's how it goes. Bros with me, yeah, it's time to go.
Find
Hey, there's my son. You've been in your room all morning.
Hey, Dad.
Matt, what's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Oh, well, it's just sort of.
I have been playing my video game and electronic game for so many hours.
Uh-huh. Well, it sounds like it might be time for you to take a break, or...
Hello, Dad.
Susan?
I have been watching TV and text messaging all morning. Yay, electronics. Yay, yay, yay.
Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and take a little trip. Maybe see some trees, some green things.
What are these green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Get out to the forest and discover the wonders of nature with your family, just like Blue, Jewel, and the whole Rio flock.
Let the kids connect to their roots. It's gonna be so much fun. Yeah! Woo-hoo!
Let's rock this jungle!
Woo!
Fresh air.
What a glorious morning!
Clean water.
Woohoo! This is great!
And endless surprises.
Yo, this is untapped territory.
How amazing!
Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
So when you get to the corner of Smith and Orchard, you're going to want to take a left.
You are not going to.
Then what you're going to
this.
do is turn onto
Marcy
Avenue.
just broke up
and go past the first
apparently
3
she's
lights
happy
and then
about
take
it.
the next left.
I don't really think she's...
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
So hey guys, we are back, and my name is Tey The Busy Bee. My name is Tey The Busy Bee, and here we have
Gandhi. G-Food.
Yes.
Fat Cat the Monster.
Mind Control Empire, and it's on the YouTube, right?
Yeah, and a couple more.
Couple more people.
Couple people. We got a squad, but you know, we represent though.
That's good. That's good.
Their faces can't be seen on camera. Can't be saying that though.
Look, I don't worry. That's not my life. That's not what I want to know. We're gonna move on to the. Are you gonna interview me now? Since I kind of, you know, ran from it. I could have like still been running from this interview, but I'll let you talk a little bit.
I'm coming with the real questions though. All right. So, how are you today?
I'm good. I told them how I was when you all were on the way.
Just making sure. We just want to prep you. Like give me that Barbara Walters jump. Yeah.
You gonna interview me too?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw some questions in there. Go ahead.
All right.
It's a good cop, bad cop right here. So, how long have you been interviewing?
How long have I been in radio? I can say how long I've been on the radio.
Okay, well, you want to change the question now?
Yeah, I've been on the radio for almost a year. It'll be a year in October. I was doing spot shows before then.
Spot shows?
Yeah, when I would just pop up and be on a show, like once a month. And then it was handed to me by Miss Be Inspired. I almost called you by your real name. Shouts out to you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you. I've met so many great people. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Yes.
How long do you see yourself?
I'm trying to stay in here for as long as I can. As long as I keep pulling great people like you guys on my show.
Right.
I can keep this going.
That was good. That was good.
Hair.
That was good. Who are your influences?
Who is my influences? Miss Be Inspired and Miss Ren, both of them have shows with Be Exposed Radio, and Nate as well, because he runs this whole thing, and I really like how he put it together. As you see, what you see here is not what you see here. So, like, I like things like that. I like it being secretive, but exposed at the same time. Miss Be Inspired because... And Mark as well. Mark is definitely one of my biggest influences because without Mark, I would have never been on a radio show in order for me to have this radio show. So I really thoroughly enjoy it. All three of them. Ren, she brings like sassiness. She has a show after us. So like I like her show. I like everything she talks about. I like all the comments she get, like just following her and the insight on that side, because you know, social media, how that works.
Yeah.
Like just watching it, I like seeing how it grows, so I piggyback off of her a little bit. Miss Be Inspired, because she's the one that gave us the show, or gave us the opportunity for us to have this show. She also gave me the first opportunity to actually be on the show, and I was very comfortable with it.
Shout out to her.
Yes. And Mark, because when me and him first met, we had a conversation about goals within 5 years, and I said wanting a radio show was one of my goals, and here I am. Shouts out to you, Mark. I hope you get better. I am so ready for you to be back here next week, hopefully. Yeah. So we about to flip this back over because y'all not about to keep interviewing me. That was really good. I had y'all for a minute, but we're about to go back. What advice do you give any entrepreneur that's coming?
Be yourself. Be yourself and stand your ground. And don't be afraid.
Man, I wish I could dab you up right now.
Don't be afraid.
That's the same thing I was thinking, bro.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid of nothing. Because it's going to come time you're going to get into something that's like, you're going to be out your character. It's going to be something that you really don't want to confront, but you can't be scared and stuff.
So do you find yourself having a lot of constant, like, how do you take constructive criticism?
Remember, we were just telling you, I'd be in the studio, I have a whole song, and my producer at the time would be like, no, I don't like it. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make another one. You know, like I'm gonna make something to make you like it. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly think that's what made me get to the level I'm at now. Because like now it's not hard for me to make a song like that. But at that time, it was hard to get. It was hard to understand how somebody, you know what I'm saying, could be asking that much of me. But now I see.
It was a humbling moment.
Oh my God. Oh my God, twice. You know what I mean?
Twice. Have you had any humbling moments, Mr. G, sir?
Yeah. Yeah,
you
but
can
this
talk about
is a
them a little
positive
bit.
show, though. You know.
You could talk about. Okay.
But you know, I could talk about what.
You could talk about how it became a positive. You don't have to talk about the moment in which it was a humbling moment, but never mind. We're just going to skip that question for you because it's too hard to even try to correlate it so you can understand. That was rude. That's not what I meant, guys. That's not what I meant, guys. He understood what I said, though. So basically, keep grinding. Was there any moment where you wanted to just stop, be like, I don't want this no more, I don't want to do it, I can't do this, like, let it go?
Yeah, I had a weak moment.
Like, how did you handle it? Like, how long did it take you to get back?
It didn't take me nothing more than like a text. It wasn't nothing more than a text. Yeah, man, G was like, man, I can't be with it. Where are you tripping, man? But it was a definite, like, weak moment for me because I'm not a person like to quit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm done with anything. Mm-hmm. So when it happened, I was just like, man, that was a hard moment. That's weird. I'm just like embarrassed telling y'all.
Don't be embarrassed. It happens. It's part of life. It's part of your journey. What has been the biggest highlight of your journey?
The biggest highlight for me, I'm different. So the biggest highlight wouldn't probably be like a performance or something like that. It'll probably be like a connection we made or like you know what I'm gonna say? My biggest highlight was the fact that me and my man, the Fat Cat, we'd be going to jumps and we'd be like last at first. You feel me? Mm-hmm. We'd have to like, we'd, you know what I'm saying, might pay to perform, all that wild stuff. And we'd go last, right? It got to the point that we started going places and like as soon as we step in, they like, yeah, we want y'all to go now. That's probably my biggest, you feel me, bro? That's probably my, I'm sorry, I ain't calling you, bro.
It's fine, I'm one of the boys
like,
at points in time.
That's probably like, that was like probably one of my proudest moments when I started realizing like bruh, we used to be waiting till the end. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we knew we had that fame, and we'd wait till the end. And now it's like we put in that consistency, that work. So it's like you come in there like, oh yeah, Gandhi, all right, but boom, bow, and it's like, all right, and we don't, you know what I'm saying? It's deeper than most people understand.
I understand. You don't have to go too deep. I understand. Oh, well, it was great timing because I was running out of questions and I was just about to spit one out, but it's cool because we have a break that we go to. Thank you all for tuning in. You know, we are live here every Wednesday at BeExposedRadio.com from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Make sure you catch us when we come back. See you soon.
Listen to this flashback of Skylyne radio show.
So where we at? Where we talk about the effects and what's going on in these schools?
Yeah.
And what people don't understand. Just real briefly, I just want to talk a little bit about what people say bullying is or is not. So bullying comes in many forms. It's a teasing, it's the cyberbullying, it's the texting, it's the phone calls, it's the posting of pictures and people's personal information to pretty much cause them harm, to have them feel insecure. It's the sex assaults that people actually put out there. There are physical assaults, and there are mental assaults and emotional assaults. And what I like to remind individuals that any aggressive behavior towards anyone that is unwanted and unwarranted, and an individual asks you to stop. Let's stop there. Stop.
And they should be respecting that.
Respecting that and respecting yourself, because when you're able to respect another person, you're able to respect yourself. And the way that you're able to show that respect is that you know that you have a gift and you know you're uniquely made and that you matter, and then you also acknowledge that the next person beside you matters as well.
Right.
You know? And we lose that sometimes. Bullying is a behavior that underestimates the lives and legacy of you. I'm sure when they was bullying me, and I'm sure when they was bullying you, they didn't understand who you're going to become later on. I didn't know.
Right, because I'm popping. I can't All right, let me tell you, all those people who felt like they wanted to say whatever to me, look at me now. It's like, no, y'all don't understand, but I've been through some things, okay?
And you know what? No. I applaud you and I salute you, because a lot of times we do not take the time to say, I'm okay, and I'm okay with me, and there's nothing wrong with me, and I'm amazing, and I'm blessed, and I'm strong, and I matter.
Join us every Wednesday at 7 p.m. for Skylyne Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live united. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back live. So what we about to talk about, guys? We got another 30 minutes. Run it. Topic now.
It's too much to speak of.
Let's talk about mental health, man.
Mental health. Yes.
Yeah. You feel me?
Yes. Actually, I started this show with a mental health comment.
Okay.
I dropped the gem. I was talking about self-care because, you know, self-care has really been really big to me for like the last year and a half or so. Like taking care of myself, because I can't say what I want, but people be having you out here crazy, you know. Sometimes you be losing it trying to please other people. So like I started like taking more time for myself and doing more for me, which is how I end up with that long list of things that I do.
Understood.
Because I had to figure out, like I said, I'm a hustler. I had to figure out how to make money doing things that I was passionate about. Like that was my take on life. And that's really what I've been pushing for like the last year and a half. I'm finally getting to the point where like my passion is making me money and it's working. So But back to self-care though, because I just went there. Self-care, it takes a lot. You have to start thinking about yourself more. You got to do more stuff for yourself. You got to stop looking for other people to make you happy, you know, or to pull you out the fun.
What is the definition of happy, though? Like, what's the definition of happy?
It's up here.
It's like happiness is everyone has their own definition of happy. Like, for me, I'm happy with everything that I have in my life, my health, stuff like that. But there's some people who only get happy if they get, like, they might have $100. They get 1,000, then they're happy. Just 'cause
that's materialistic happiness.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So for them, materialistic things might make them happy. But, bruh, that's what I'm saying. It's sick out here. It's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, society messed us up, man.
You'll never be happy then. If you're not happy with what you got, you're not going to be happy with what you get.
That's facts, and that's where social media comes into play as being a devil, because naturally you're going to go on there, you know what I'm saying? No matter who you are, you're going to see something and be like, damn, that's...
Yeah,
it's okay, keep going.
Why don't I got that? Or, you know, you just comparing yourself.
Like, oh, they my age and they doing this.
And then that puts you in a state of mind like, oh, I'm not where I'm supposed to be at.
Right. Ooh, that was one of my hardest pills to... I think you have to scoot in a little bit this way, sir. Like, come back. But that was one of the hardest pills that I had to follow. You know, when you younger, you always have a plan. I'm going to do this by this age, and I'm going to do that by this age. I'm going to tell you now, whatever I had planned back then, I lie to you now, is nothing that I'm doing now. And I'm so surprised at what I'm doing now. Like, I even surprised myself. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect me to have my own business or even have the passion to have my own business until I was about 21, 22.
But you're happy with where you are now, right?
I'm way happy.
It may not match what you wanted to do back then, right?
Right.
But it's like, you know, life is real.
Life is real and life moves.
It moves.
Like, it's only like 2 things that I can say, like, if I can go back and redo, and it's like, dang. But it's cool because I won't be where I am, and I probably won't be on this show right now if I didn't take the path that I did.
Ooh, that's another question.
So like,
what's one thing that we would take back if?
Yes.
If you could.
G.
Like within, like, you know what I'm saying, on the journey, or like in life though?
Journey and in life, because your life is a journey. So where you are right now is part of your life.
If anything, I don't really know, because I'm not saying I'm content, but where I'm at now, you know what I'm saying, I'm happy. Like, I wake up every day motivated, you know what I'm saying. Every day I think something about to go viral. You feel me? Every day I think we about to get a call. So, I probably wouldn't really take anything back. Everything was a learning experience. I use my past as a school. You feel me? So, I'm just learning. I might take back. Let me turn it back. I might take back something I know I shouldn't have done. I did it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though I'm consciously doing it for real. So.
Right. What about you, Gandhi?
I would take back my child's mother.
You could have had such a better answer.
That was just a joke. But me, I would. She said.
My heart was hurt. I was not expecting that at all. But what's the real answer to the question?
Honestly, this is gonna seem like very cliche, but I would take back getting kicked off the track team. I was on the track team in 9th grade, and I would have been a way better receiver had I stayed on the track team.
You used to play football?
Yeah, we played football in college together.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all went to college together?
Yeah.
That's how y'all met?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Black excellence.
Exactly.
That's what I
Exactly.
Let me stop. But I didn't know that y'all went to college together. I guess I should have asked how y'all met. or how long y'all known each other in the beginning. But anyways, now you guys know they went to college together. And you would have been...
I would have been a 10 times a better receiver. Well, at least I would have been a faster receiver, but I had an attitude, and he was like, "Go home, Ali. Go home." I will never forget those words.
Aww.
Go home, Ali. Go. No one got cut off the track team. He just let me go because I had an attitude. Because I'm like, why are we running so much?
It's track.
It's track.
I'm like, I really was like, why are we running so much? Like, I understand it's track, but it's like, bruh, like, what is the point of this right now?
There's nothing else to do with track but to work out and run.
See, I was ignorant back then. I thought I knew the answers. He said, "Go home, Ali."
I'm glad that you grew up. One moment I can go back to change. I got a job at Champs, and I saw my old supervisor at my other job, at my old job, and I told her whenever there was an opening for me to come back, like let me know. So one day when I was working in Champs, I used to work in the one in Waldorf. I don't know if you know what Waldorf is or not. You should though.
Deep Maryland.
I feel like you've been around for a while, so you should know what Waldorf is.
Deep Maryland, huh?
Waldorf. I'm sorry, God. Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta go back. And she called me and she told me that the position was open, and I told her, don't worry about it, I'll take it, because I was supposed to be becoming a manager within like the next month or two, and that fell. So now, but again, like that whole journey, like all the jobs that I had and everything has led up to this point where I am an entrepreneur, and I'm actually accepting it. It really has just like recently happened. So you really have to excuse me if I'm like saying it a lot.
Nah,
but it recently happened. So like, it's still like mind-boggling. Like, wow. Like, have y'all ever had a moment like that?
That's what?
Like your wow moment, like, dang, I'm really doing this.
Well, I quit my job in the morning. I like woke up and said, yeah, I ain't about to do this no more.
Yeah, like a good moment or?
No, a wow moment.
A wow
like,
moment?
wow, like, wow, I'm really doing
this.
I'm really going to do this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. You go ahead and tell me about your time, bro.
Nah, go ahead, son.
It's a couple for I gotta think about which one, because sometimes it could be a time where we'll go out and we might go to a few events and make some connections we might never thought we'll make, you know what I'm saying? And that's like a wow, like we really doing this out here, and like the energy,
really doing it,
you know what I'm saying, brought us to that moment. For real, you know what I'm saying? We call it checkpoints, like, oh yeah, this is supposed to happen, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we doing it for real. That's every checkpoint be like a wow.
Okay, I believe it. Like, and I say that because this past weekend, I'm at DJ Dirty Rico. Like, yes. Like, standing right next to him, had a full-blown conversation, realized who he was, went all the way back to the old days of 95.5, like, everything. Like, and just being in that moment. And I was also, last year I went to a beach party as well. And it was this guy named Dicko Productions. And I was like, who is this man? Okay, we're going to go to his beach party. It was a private party. We was the youngest crowd there. Everyone that's older. And I'm in my late 20s. Just because I look young don't mean I really am young. Boom. So I had to put that out there because I know you was going to look at me crazy like, what? But he had a Feed the Homeless event because I do Feed the Homeless. By the way, Feed the Homeless is every third weekend. However, this month is June 22nd and June 23rd. 22nd in D.C. from 11:30 to 2:30, and the 23rd in Baltimore under the 83 Bridge right next to Saratoga from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Boom, free promo. Anyways, back to what I was saying. He had the homeless event this weekend, and like I looked at him and I was like, didn't you throw a beach party last year? And he was like, yeah. Like, first of all, this came full circle because I promise you it was this time last year that he had this beach party. Like within like the next 3 weeks, he had this beach party. And then like it's a whole year later and now I'm sitting here at an event with him. So he's going to remember my face. Like,
understood.
Like, I'm out here making moves.
Right.
Like, and it's just, it be that moment. It's that wild moment. I've definitely wowed myself. Like recently.
Yeah, you be like, damn, I
Dang,
ain't
but
bad.
it's okay. It's okay. Keep going.
Like, you just be like, I ain't bad. Like, this is like, I think it's divine intervention. A lot of things are divine, like that we really just have to trust the universe to work with us. And that's how it happened.
Right. Like, that's something I believe in too. Like, do y'all believe in like numerology and astrology? Like,
to an extent.
Do you feel like numbers sometimes talk to you? Like you might see a couple of numbers a couple of times?
Do you know I've been seeing 629? That's my birthday. I've been seeing that so many times.
Have you looked it up?
What was 629?
So with numerology, there's something called angel number. So each number has a different meaning. So when you put it together, like put a couple numbers together, it means something. So if you look up what does 629 mean, it'll tell you. It's an angelic number. Like 333 means that something is manifesting. 111 means something great is about to happen. 444 means like you don't feel comfortable with your surroundings. Like, yeah, look it up. Angel numbers are cool. It'll bring you into a whole nother world, like a whole nother feeling. And you'll probably be more in tune with what's going on if you pay attention to the numbers.
Nick, it's
nothing bad.
I don't want to search now, because what if it says something bad?
It shouldn't say anything bad. It shouldn't say anything bad. But if you feel like you want to look, then you can look. But now you know that it's out there, so it piques your curiosity.
You got me definitely intrigued. I'm like,
check that out.
Flabbergasted right now.
I bet. So since you're on this side of me and I've barely been talking to you this whole time, I'm going to actually talk to you. I'm going to ask you another question, okay? How do you see yourself giving back to the community?
Oh man, that's easy. Like you said, feed the homeless. I got a separate plan one day, so I want to create like a series of community events, what I'm saying, where the youngins can come through and learn about things that's not being taught out here, and it's for free. You know what I'm saying? Like Diddy has started a charter school doing that. You feel me?
Diddy started a charter school?
Yeah, in New York. Stuff with that, you know what I'm saying? And just basically teaching the things that we're not being taught in public schools for. But I want to do that on the lower level and make it free. So that's one of the ways I plan on giving back. Next to Turkey Day, passing out turkey.
Next to Turkey Day. You going to come to my Feed the Homeless event on Thanksgiving or around Thanksgiving?
Have a van full of turkeys.
Yes. You better have a van full of turkeys. Fried.
Fried though?
Fried turkey.
We're going to do that to our people,
She just got me.
I got you?
She just got me.
Bro, you always giving back, bro.
Oh, man.
How do you give back to the community before you read that?
How do I give back to the community?
Yes.
Oh, that's what you was talking about.
No, he figured out what 629 meant.
Oh, man, you got me like...
It's okay, we could talk about it after.
I give back to the community in many ways. Do community service because I'm legally obligated to.
Because I'm legally obligated.
I do, and I also do. Me and Garfield.
It happened and it wasn't me. Yes. It is okay. We're just going to keep going.
I mean, that's what G-Phil stand for.
Yes.
That's where Fat Cat come from, Garfield. You feel my little name Garfield, so that's how it is. The cat's out the bag. Get it, the cat's out the bag.
The cat's out the bag.
It's out the bag.
That's where Fat Cat comes from. Ha ha. I get it now. Oh my God.
My man did.
Woo! He definitely did. Oh God, that was funny. I'm so sorry that even happened. I don't even know if y'all know what just happened, but Real Names was dropped, and it was just unexpected.
It's all good though. I just be doing business for real.
Right. So guys, how can they find you on any of the media?
Oh, okay. On the Devil Media, you can catch me at GANDHI3X. That's on everything. It's on Snap, Instagram, Twitter. My Twitter is boomington.com too.
Crazy.
Yes.
Crazy on there. Oh, you can find me on IG, King_Phil Facebook, Twitter. What's my Twitter? I forgot my Twitter for real.
Alright guys, so this is our last segment that's coming up. We have one more break. We will see you all when we get back on Be Exposed Radio.
It's about to get real.
.com.
Exchange Radio Show every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artists, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular, it's getting that person money, it's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, and I was thinking, like, you know,
the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Like keys on, they have this bitch jumping.
Okay. If I sit around, hold up. Look. If I sit around, hold up. Yeah. Rebel. If
I sit around, I'ma smoke some more. Wasn't even thinking about smoke before, but I'm in my head and I'm in the bed. Don't know who I am, like I'm wearing a mask. Work the mode, tell them where the cash. If you wear the cash, tell them where the cash. You playing for you, gon' run it back. Don't make promises, but I promise that. Don't promise me, cause I ain't into that. Fell in love with that and got hurt from that. That was all over and the curtains back. Can't see you not noticing that. I'm letting it go, it ain't holding me back. Yeah, I'm on dice, but ain't come for the crack. Drinking with uncle, we only do jack. How I'm alive, I thank God for that. Praying about it, things getting better. Open it up with my name on the letter. What you crazy about it? Saying whatever, you shy to be you. You know you gotta be you. Sometimes I need privacy too. Yeah, you know I ride, and you know you ride for me too. Yeah, you know I. Look, you like getting that hit for real. When it's me and Murray, just us, we chill. I'm in a rush to get off.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Right. Okay, guys, we were coming back. I'm sorry you all were catching some off conversation about like numerology and dreams and how you have to like pay attention to some of the stuff because it's the universe telling you things. You know, they can talk different ways. He just found out what 629 means, and that comes with balance and preparedness and getting ready for the next step and being grounded in what he has going on.
Wow.
He is really having a moment right now. Like, but yes, so for you guys who don't know what numerology is, every number has a meaning, and they're called angel numbers. So if you see multiple numbers over and over again, when you research it, it'll tell you what the universe is trying to tell you, how to carry yourself, what to do about it. It's just like with astrology and retrogrades. You know, I started paying attention to retrogrades, so I knew how to handle the rest of my life during the retrogrades. Because the retrogrades were like shifts. And it shifts above us, but it still affects us down here, so to speak, on a more mental or physical level. Like, different things just start happening. Like, people get mad for no reason. You don't know what's going on, but it's because the retrograde then shifted in them, and now they're acting a certain way. But nevertheless,
super freaky. That's deep.
It is. It's okay.
But
I can
it's
expose you.
Understanding life. It's like you know the Matrix. If you can look at that, and you know that, it's like understanding like the Matrix for real.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn. So.
You're trying to learn. See, I don't put your man's on.
I did sociology, so I like to know how people think and why people react a certain way. So that's almost like that in sociology for real.
Yeah, it could be. I thoroughly enjoy numerology, and I sometimes enjoy dreams. It just depends on what the dream is about.
Can you like nightmares? Can you like?
No, it's just whenever I remember a dream. If I remember a dream and I could tell it to you vividly, like everything step by step that happened, that means the universe was talking to me somehow. Like, I need to know what's going to happen. Like, I actually had a dream that told me that my best friend at the time was not going to be my friend a year later. But the way that we got to that conclusion was through a lot of research, through a lot of vivid sounds and everything.
And it really ended up happening?
Yeah, we're not friends. It was fine. I'd rather know now than know, you know.
Did it happen the way it happened in a dream, or was a dream just a warning sign?
The dream was just a warning. I'll explain when we get back off camera, so you'll understand like the breakdown of everything and everything.
It's crazy.
It is. I actually thoroughly enjoy looking at stuff like that because it's not normal. And you know, everyone always wanted to be all about society and what society says and what goes on to society, and society tells us this and we gotta follow that and we gotta do this because society tells us. And I chose when I was younger that I did not want to be like society, and I wanted to be my own person. I wanted to establish a name, like who I was, and leave a mark on America before I left. Don't ask me how I'm going to do it, but I'm doing amazing things, so I guess it's working. But that was like something that I did. So I started studying different things like numerology and astrology and different things because I enjoyed it. We are actually within the last 2 minutes of our show, guys.
Wow.
I told you all it would be the fastest 2 hours of your life. Right, I enjoyed it. Thank you all for coming on the show.
No doubt.
No, you're welcome. Okay. Cool. It was funny. You was just staring at me. You were just like, yeah, so what's next?
No,
I
thought you was talking to the
okay.
He was mesmerized.
So thank you guys every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Be Exposed Radio. You can catch us live on Be Exposed Radio, Facebook Live, or YouTube Live. You can catch me on Instagram at TEY_THEBUSYBEE. If you go to my bio, click more, and you can find my business page. Make sure you follow us. We are feeding the homeless June 22nd and 23rd of this month. Anything else that you all have to say about the last part of this month that's coming out?
Last part of this month coming up, we got the Mind Control Cookout. It's going to be on June 29th. It's me and G Field, aka Fat Cat. We got our own cookout going on right now. It's all about love. There's no hating involved. If you come hating, it's all good. We got police there. They're going to take you out anyway. So come with some good vibes. Have a good time.
Yeah. And we will see you all later. See you all next week. Make sure you catch us live on BeExposedRadio.com.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Here's what you missed on Salacious Life Radio.
You know, when it comes to your children, especially if you're dating someone that you actually like, you do want it to work. So you're gonna hope and encourage the relationship between your child and that person because you like that person, you know, so you're gonna hope for the best. I mean, sometimes, it just doesn't work and you can't make it work. You can't force it. It's like a branch. You keep bending it. Eventually it'll snap, and even if you put it back together, it'll never be what it once was. But you definitely pray on it. You hope for the best, you know, because like nobody wants to spend the rest of their life alone just because that a particular relationship didn't work out, but you had this beautiful creature as a result of it, you know. But you don't want to necessarily spend and you're not all of a sudden a bad person. You're not all of a sudden not going to fulfill this other person's needs.
You, madam, are a harlot and a scoundrel.
Because I had one kid while I was still married. Like,
but what if you?
I take that back.
What if the situation turns around the other way? So you ready for your child to meet? They meet the person, and this person is a giver. So this person's buying your child lots of gifts and wanting to.
I would usually.
Do you let?
You don't like if it's a birthday or some sort of holiday or something like that. Okay, and they want to get them a few things or get them something. Okay, but just on like a regular basis, like unless it's like Nestle's Quick or something that you can get from like, you know what I'm saying, or like Kit Kats or something like that. Like, no, don't spend a lot of money on it.
I'm sorry.
It's unrealistic. Like, don't try to buy his.
Tune in live to Salacious Life Radio every Wednesday from 9 to 11, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
This unknown to find who we really are. Crash into something new and take a break from our broken heart. Talk with the hip, tell me you lie. I think we should go for another round. Baby, try not to say too much. Let your love come down. If you wanna rule, there's some rules you gotta live by. Live by. Stay true to your cool, make a move. Don't wait on nobody else. And if it feels like a melody, sing a song, be my radio. And if you follow me there, I'll follow you back. Let the night unfold. I can tell that she can't get enough. Show enough, she couldn't. Feels all for me. Oh no, she couldn't. Feels all for me. Touching hands till we dance in the dark. Show enough, she couldn't. Feels all for me. We do whatever you like. Feels all for me. Oh no, she couldn't. Feels all for me. Let's slide, you and me alone, to find who we really are. Crash into something new. I got that lay bringing up the car. Tell me you kiss, tell me you lie. I think we should go for another round. Baby, I wanna take you, but we gotta cruise so we can lose the crowd. If you wanna rule, there's some rules you gotta live by. Live by. Stay true to your cool, make a move. Nobody else. And if it feels like a melody, sing a song, be my radio. And if you follow me there, I'll follow you back. Let the night unfold. I can tell that she can't get enough. Show enough, she couldn't. Feels all for me. Oh no, she couldn't. Feels all for me. Touching hands till we dance in the dark. Show enough, she couldn't. Feels all for me. We do whatever you like. Feels all for me. Oh no, she couldn't. Feels all for me. Oh baby.
the one thing you always gotta remember is people gonna try to project their insecurities onto you. But you can't listen to what them niggas saying. You gotta get out here and do your shit regardless. You gonna do what you love for the rest of your life anyway. So why not turn that shit into something? Be a man of everything you say. This shit bigger than me, man. Like, yeah, I'm good and all that, but you know what I mean? I ain't shit without y'all. So no matter what you up to, but I go hard. Don't matter. Can you imagine how I really having nothing is? Stomach growling, you ain't got no food in the fridge. Surviving on a jail diet of water and bread. No father figure, that's cause my father dead. Mom's bringing different niggas in and out the crib. No money, so you seen it's less than all your friends. But it a joke because your mother was a crackhead. Older sister hoeing off, giving all the homies head. I could wait for your response, but they let her hear me talk, so I just wait for the applause. I always knew that I was great, I got them haters so appalled. I'ma make it out the darkness, and my word is my bond. Delivering these bars while I'm gripping on my balls. Jealous niggas hate to see you succeed, so fuck them all. I'm the master of my destiny, nigga, you not in charge. You either on your grind or in the way, so get lost. Be a man of everything you say you stand for. Lead your people by example, being hands-on. If you're back against the wall, then get your mash on. Fix your vision on the future like it's fast forward. The world is yours in due time, ain't gotta ask for it. I'm from the school of hard knocks, I took a crash course. Shit be stressful, my nigga, that's why I'm getting high. But that's life, and it's the code that I live by. And you know how it is, where we at, nigga. They say money can't buy happiness, but I be happy as a bitch when I can have dinner. Learn from your losses or you end up like the last nigga. I fall off, I bounce back, I really come from the dirt. But if you wanna make it happen, gotta put in the work. The word will kick you when you down, and I know this shit hurt. And it's crazy cause your family, your shit on you first. My sister stabbed me in my chest, I had a hole in my shirt. I never said a prayer for her on my way to the hearse. I died twice that night, man, I'm just happy to be here. And shit like that is the reason I never be scared. Was drifting through the smoke in the field, I couldn't see clear. It's deeper than the rap, I'm where the bottom of the sea is. Was trying to make it happen till I happen to ball. It's all mind over matter, the fuck the matter with y'all, huh? Be a man of everything you say you stand for. Lead your people by example, being hands-on. If you're back against the wall, then get your mash on. Fix your vision on the future like it's fast forward. The world is yours in due time, ain't gotta ask for it. I'm from the school of hard knocks, I took a crash course. Shit be stressful, my nigga, that's why I'm getting high. But that's life, and it's the code that I live by.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run.
Mm-hmm.
The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, one with a home run.
Hit the home run.
Right.
They were going into that National series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first not for the night.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and weigh in on my who's not, and I'm going to talk about the San Diego Padres.
The Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a negative 65, which is just horrible. So when you have, well, let me just talk about run differential a little bit. It's kind of like the
how much you're winning or losing your games by.